After 2.5 years, we're still having fun.
Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is race number 15 in season number 4 of the NRLOA Napa Truck Series here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The Harrah's High Roller 400K, 4 races left in the season, and this points battle is looking to be a 3-horse race. Got Alex Bonsignore in the booth, he's also the points leader. Do you think it's going to stay that way? Or do you think guys like Nicholas Samadillo, Justin Heath, the guys in the back are going to close in, maybe even in this race?
It's quite possible people in the back could close in on the points. I feel like after this race, a lot of people are going to close in on the points. If you look at me right now, I believe I have 348 points on stand at the moment. That could change in a matter of me extending my lead or it being shortened. I know this field is going to really crunch up here, especially since we have 4 races left. I honestly think that before the end of the year is out, we're going to have a 3-way battle or even maybe close to a 5-way battle for the title.
Yeah, it's definitely going to get interesting these last 4 races. And with a lot of the guys up there in the points starting deep in the field, there's a chance for those guys in the back to close in and make this a very close championship. Now, the points, they've been spread out for quite some time here in the Napa Truck Series, but one race can change all of that. We got Alex Bonsignore in the points lead, 348 points towards the championship. Cookie Helms is 17 points behind. Alex NRLOA 35 points behind. Those are the only drivers with a chance at taking the points lead at the end of the day. The only 3 drivers who could leave today, the points leader. Nicholas Samadillo, 52 points behind in second, and Justin Heath is 53 points behind in fifth. Nicholas Samadillo in fourth, there. Those are the top 5 in the point standings, and that could be a lot closer at the end of the day. Now, with only 3 races left, we got Talladega, Phoenix, and Homestead. All of these last 4 races, all 4 of them, they're crazy places where we can have a lot of passing. So qualifying is not going to have as much of an effect, but it's just going to be those races, and a lot of passing is going to happen to really shake things up. It's not going to be a matter of guys dominating anymore, I do not believe, in these races. You're going to have to get lucky in these last few races and get up there and get up front to the lead. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting race. 34 laps here at Las Vegas. Let's go ahead, head trackside for the command to fire these guys up for the Harrah's High Roller 400K.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
And a great command there to fire these guys up for the 15th time this season. And it feels like the 15th time we tried to record this. We've had some struggles tonight, but hey, we're going to get you a good race. Going to roll off here Marty Johnson in the number 4, starting on the pole position alongside him. Nicholas Wade in the 02. Got Cameron Gaju and 2-time winner this season, Donovan Duthit in the 49. Al Legacy and John Arndt in the 05. A 6th place starting position. Great run there in qualifying for the drivers had a struggling season, and that's Zaxby's Machine. Patrick Smith and Emily Anderson in row 4. John Sheets matched up a couple of uncharted drivers in row 5. So Alex, you're in that championship battle, but you're starting last for today's event. What's the strategy for guys like you, guys like Alexander Rowe and Cookie Helms? You're all kind of starting deep in the field. What's the strategy? Are you going to be aggressive or are you going to play it safe in this race?
I have to be honest with you. I think I'm going to play a mixture of being safe and aggressive at the same time, just because of the fact of, yes, I want to make it to the front, but in the offset chance that there is a big wreck, I want to make sure to stay close to the back, so that way, if it happens up front, I have a good chance to be able to make up spots, or even in the midfield. If it happens in the midfield, I could have a good chance at making up spots.
Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see where guys like Bonsignore, Helms, and Rowe finish in this one. especially considering they're all deep in the field. We're going to have a lot of passing. It's going to be fun, and we're ready to get this 34-lap race started. Not going to be too long, but one of the longer races of the season here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're green flag racing in the Harrah's High Roller 400K.
Seeing already off to a start, I could see my teammate Marty Johnson doing really good so far, getting that push from Cameron Gadju going into the first turn and even into the second turn so far. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good start for Marty Johnson.
Lap 1 will be led by Marty Johnson in the 4. Good jump at the start. Donovan Dufit to second, and Dufit's one of those guys who I believe has a chance at the championship. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to put himself in position, but he's a 2-time winner this season. I believe he's top 10 in the points, and right now running second here at Las Vegas. Al Legacy running in the 3rd position. There's Alex Bonsignore right now 35th in the field after 2 laps, but Alexander Rowe in the 22. He actually moved his way up pretty good in that number 22 machine. You see him there midway through the field, trying to locate Cookie Helms in the 29, and I believe he's in between those 2 guys. So very interesting scenario going on right now with those guys, but we're just going to have to see at the end of the race how they all stack up.
And that is exactly true, just because of the fact of, it's a lot of passing here, and almost had a good chance there. Had Legacy had more room to be able to get under Marty Johnson, would have been able to make the pass there coming off of 4 and battle right there on the front stretch.
This place is a little bit tough to pass for the lead. You got to have help, and I believe it's going to happen here with Legacy and Patrick Smith. So Legacy to the inside. If you're going to make a pass, you want to make it entering turn 3, because elsewhere it's kind of difficult to make it. So you saw it work there for Al Legacy. Entering turn 3 is going to lead lap 4 here at Las Vegas. And now we're going to start seeing these guys pass quite a bit. Got that inside lane working, and Marty Johnson, Donovan Dufit, they're going to start to slip away.
And you're already looking at Cameron Gadju here, and I believe what is going to be a battle for the 4th spot, even maybe up into the 3rd spot with Marty Johnson if he doesn't get to the inside.
Number 17, Patrick Smith to the inside. Marty Johnson got the run on the outside through turn 2, and now he's battling for second with Al Legacy. So very interesting what's going on there. That outside lean seems to have some grip through turns 1 and 2. And you're going to see Patrick Smith utilize it in the 17, pulling away from Marty Johnson.
Yes, while it's good on the outside of 1 and 2, it seems like there's some way, like maybe track temps are different in 1 and 2 that gives that grip, or even in 3 and 4 where track temps are also completely different. Maybe it's a little more slick there. So, it really depends on the track or which part of the track that has the better grip.
We almost had a pretty interesting situation there. They were almost 3 wide off the corner, and they were for a little bit. And 3 wide here at Las Vegas usually results in a pretty big accident. Fortunately, that did not happen. You see Al Legacy falling back in the 28. Cameron Gadju in 3rd, and Marty Johnson, our pole sitter. He won at Texas earlier this season. He's going for his 2nd win of the season. I believe we have had 3 drivers so far win 2 races this season. Tristan Allen in the 98, Eric Monaco, our last winner, in the 99, and Donovan Dufit in the 49. Marty Johnson looking to become the 4th driver this season to win multiple races. But here comes Cameron Gadju, the Season 1 champion, to the inside, trying to take the lead from the number 4.
And Cameron Gadju really trying to use that inside line in 1 and 2. Wasn't really good, but 3 and 4 here is where you have to make it. And it looks like he's going to make it stick here off the 4th turn and on through the tri-oval. But he still has Marty Johnson there to his outside.
He does, and Marty Johnson might very well get that outside lane to work. Great battle entering turn number 1, and Johnson getting that push on the outside lane. There's a lot of grip up there, I can tell you that, but it's the opposite way in turns 3 and 4. So it makes for a very unique racetrack, and it's going to make for a very unique race here today in the Harrah's High Roller 400K. Take a look and see where Alex Bonsignore is in the field. Hasn't really progressed too much, and that's not a good sign for the number 8 team. Try to locate the 22. He's kind of deep in the field, and you see Cookie Helms I say about 12 positions ahead of the 18. So at the moment, Bonsignore would still hold on to the points lead, but as you said, these points could close in at the end of the day, and they very well might do so the way they are currently running.
Yeah, and especially with the way that this kind of multi-groove that's working within 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, that's kind of the weird groove. That's what's really affecting both my performance and a lot of the drivers' performance out here today. Because at first we think that when we're in the inside of a truck, we want to make the outside groove work. We really can't do that. We're on the inside. But once we make the pass and we try to move up onto the outside, see if it works in 3 and 4, it's not really going to work there because it's polar opposite. So, you know, it's basically traffic sometimes. It's really going to hurt you as well. Depends on which lane they're in and which turn you're at.
It is definitely a very unique racetrack, and it took me up to now to kind of realize how each turn works, interestingly enough, but that is the case. The inside lane works in turns 3 and 4, the outside lane works in turns 1 and 2. When we had the ARCA series from Winchester back on Tuesday, and I would like to apologize for the technical difficulties in that race. Hope you liked my rap at the end, though. But anyways, that was an outside lane racetrack all the way, and the passing could not happen. Here, when you get multiple grooves to work, and especially if the inside lane's working, that's when you get a lot of the passing. Now, Marty Johnson's been able to stay out front for a little bit here, but you see these guys closing in. Nicholas Wade in the 0-2 trying to get on Patrick Smith, not able to do so. Zach Ryan and Jonathan Rains up here right now in the top 6.
Yeah, and they're all kind of finding that utilization of the groove, and you could actually see Jonathan Rains up in the 74 trying to make the outside work a little to his advantage as he was trying to get around number 88 is Zach Ryan, even possibly trying to get around anyone else that would have possibly been in front of him.
Patrick Smith trying to work the inside, and he's working it through 1 and 2 a little bit better than Marty Johnson. Another factor we really didn't talk about, there's tire wear here, and another factor that could happen, 3 wide. Patrick Smith in the middle of this 3 wide situation. Marty Johnson to his outside as Nicholas Wade takes the lead. How about that move there by the 0-2 up front here at Las Vegas?
And don't count out Zach Ryan either. He's going to try and make it go 3 wide per second, maybe even 3 wide for the lead here. Nope, not really going to work.
Going to stay side by side for second off of turn number 2. Got Al Legacy and Nicholas Samadillo. Now, here's the big dark horse in the championship at this point. Nicholas Samadillo. We really haven't talked about him too much this season, but he has found his way 4th in the points coming into this race. Of the top 5 in points, he's the most experienced driver. He's a Daytona 500 champion. He won the Thanksgiving 500 not too long ago this year. He's 52 points behind, but the situation going on right now, he's 5th. All these guys up there in the points, kind of midway through the field. You see Bonsignore really has not been able to advance too much. There's Alexander Rowe and the 29 of Cookie Helms midway through the field. A great opportunity for Nicholas Samadillo here in this race to possibly put himself in position to win a championship. He's not going to take the points lead at the end of this race, but a strong run and maybe even a win will put him in that position. And his teammates are going to split him there. Got Tristan Allen and Zach Ryan all trying to get around him. Samadillo's going to take the advantage, but how about those Red Horse guys 3 wide through the corner?
Yeah, and that was pretty impressive, I got to admit. And also talking about Nicholas Samadillo, I remember when I recorded Bristol, he crashed there. So to actually see him now, where he's running, trying to become a dark horse out of nowhere for the championship, now that seems pretty neat to see coming up through this field here and trying to show that, yeah, I wrecked in Bristol, but I'm making a comeback.
And just think if he did not wreck at Bristol and he got a good run there, he would have a chance of taking the points lead in this race. But he's showing that he's not going to let that bad run stop him from getting a chance at this championship. Up to second for the veteran driver of Nicholas Samadillo, who gave us the most memorable finish on Napa Fan. I got to tell you that, and I'll always remember that Daytona 500. And he gave us another memorable finish about 3 weeks ago up in Massachusetts there with the Coca-Cola Super Speedway and the Thanksgiving 500. That was a good one, too. He might give it to us again here today. To the inside of Nicholas Wade, not able to do so. And Wade's going to stay out front in the 0-2 now. Remember Nicholas Wade, he finished second at Daytona, and his season started out very promising. But then it all started to slip away for that 0-2 team. They're trying to turn all that around with a possible victory here today at Las Vegas.
Yeah, it's quite possible, and to be able to outbeat Nicholas Wade at the beginning of the year was pretty happy for that. But to see him now trying to contend for a win here in Vegas, that'd be really great to see him in victory lane, especially what he's come through and through all the adversity. It'd be great to see him in victory lane today.
And I'm sure he's at his home racetrack, too. You mentioned adversity there. I just cannot help from making a Martin Truex Jr. joke. I just can't. But anyways, Nicholas Samadillo in the 27 trying to get to the inside in turn 1. But as we have seen today, that inside lane does not work through turns 1 and 2. He's going to remain in second for now. Patrick Smith out legacy. And Tristan Allen here, he's looking for his 3rd win of the season. And he's won this race before. He won here in Las Vegas in the Napa Truck Series, season number 2. I would not be surprised if Tristan Allen were to pull it off here tonight. How about Nicholas Samadillo, his teammate, trying to get that inside lane to work, but Wade with a run on the outside.
While Wade gets that good run on the outside, he still now has to try and defend from Nicholas Samadillo, as now Patrick Smith is going to try and go to the inside of Samadillo now for the 2nd spot.
The outside lane seems to be working throughout the whole racetrack now as these tires wear out. And you see Patrick Smith trying to get that run on the 27. But Samadillo staying alongside him. But they're bunching up. And when they bunch up, that's when we see a lot of this passing. You see Marty Johnson, Ryan Kendall, Jonathan Rains here on this inside lane. Patrick Smith will take 2nd. That 17 seems to be working pretty well on the inside lane right now. So it's looking good for Patrick Smith. He might be able to get this win. I think it's going to be one of the top 3 who gets the win. Nicholas Wade, Patrick Smith, or Nicholas Samadillo. I don't think anybody else is going to have a chance at this point, but I could be wrong. We're just going to have to see.
It's possible. I mean, looks like right now Patrick Smith going to go for the lead here with the help with Nicholas Samadillo.
And that 17 is as strong as possible on that inside lane through that corner. I have not seen anybody else get that inside lane to work all day, but Patrick Smith, that's at least the 3rd time I've seen him work that inside and get it to work through turns 1 and 2. Patrick Smith looking very strong. I believe he's going for his first career Napa fan win. I don't think he's ever won before. He came close at Chicagoland last week. He was leading with 1 lap to go. Coming to that 1 lap dash, he was not able to hold him off. Will he get redemption here at Las Vegas?
I mean, it's possible, but don't leave out Nicholas Wade either. Nicholas Wade, he's trying to, like I said before, come over from that adversity. You know, you want to try and make a Truex joke for that, but you know, I wouldn't doubt Nicholas Wade within the closing laps, just kind of sitting back, trying to conserve the truck, or maybe even go for the lead now, trying to find a perfect opportunity to strike.
He has been in the lead for, I believe, the most laps in this race, and he's going to take it back from Patrick Smith. Nicholas Samadillo has not been able to get the lead yet in this race. He seems to be having a little bit of a tough time doing so. He's going to try to take 2nd here from Patrick Smith. It's just going to be very interesting to see which of these drivers gets it done. It's going to come down to that last lap.
And I do not doubt that in the slightest because, you know, with the top 3 battling as they are, you can also see 4th place closing up there, Marty Johnson. I wouldn't be surprised if Marty Johnson would help Nicholas Samadillo just to help him with his advantage.
Samadillo trying to run the outside here. He's going to gain on Nicholas Wade. Best corner there to the 27. Will he dive to the inside, heading in to turn number 3? He's going to be able to do so side by side for the lead. Lap 27 of 34. Number 27 of Nicholas Samadillo around Nicholas Wade. And now the 27 is going to lead it with 7 laps to go here at Las Vegas. That sounded really nice. But the 0-2 to the inside. Not able to do it quite yet. Samadillo on the outside trying to get it to stick. And Patrick Smith right back in this battle.
They are practically dead even exiting that turn.
Samadillo trying to run the outside on Nicholas Wade. He's got the run right now, but Wade stays alongside him. 6 to go.
It's all up to Patrick Smith at that point if he's going to either help Wade or Samadillo heading into the turn. That's what
And
also
Nicholas
benefits.
Wade dive bombed it into the corner and got it to stick. So Wade back out front, but Samadillo's going to look to cross over. Nicholas
Yeah,
Samedeo only 52 points behind Alex Bonsignore coming into this race, looking to get a chance at this championship. A win here at Las Vegas would put him in contention. It's going to be 5 laps to go here in the Harrah's High Roller 400K. Dead heat at the line.
I believe only just did Nicholas Wade just lead that lap. Now Samadillo goes right to the lead, the same move that Wade did to him the previous lap. Perfect switchback.
Samedeo looking very strong in this 27, and like I said, of the top 5 drivers in the point standings, he's definitely the most experienced driver, and he has never won a Napa Truck Series race before. He has been in every single Napa Truck Series race, but he's never gotten a victory. This has been his Achilles heel here on Napa Fan. He's never been able to get something to work in this series, but right now it's looking pretty good for this number 27 team. 3.5 laps to go here at Las Vegas for Nicholas Samedeo. How about Tristan Allen in the 98? He's up to 4th.
I wouldn't count him out in a battle, but it seems like with the truck length lead that Samadillo has now over Wade, I'd have to say that anywhere from the next few laps, Wade would have to really close up to have a good shot at the win.
All it takes is Nicholas Samedeo to have a slow corner and for Nicholas Wade to hit his marks perfectly, or for Tristan Allen to just drive by both of them. That 98 looking strong right now. And Tristan Allen going for his 3rd win of the season. And that might also put him in championship contention as well. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's 6th in the points. So both Samedeo and Allen, they're both fighting for a good run and a good championship contention. Bonsignore deep in the field in the 18 has not been able to progress in this one. And now with 1.5 laps to go, they're side-by-side for second as Nicholas Samedeo pulls away. That side-by-side is exactly what that 27 wants to see.
Yeah, and if Tristan Allen can't even get the win, at the very least, it'll be a ThorSport 1-2, a teammate 1-2 between him and Tristan Allen right there at the end.
White flag for Nicholas Samedeo as they go 3 wide for second. Nicholas Wade going to shuffle out of line, and Patrick Smith's going to go to second place. But I think this one's going to be over. The number 27 of Nicholas Samedeo. The curse in the Napa Truck Series is finally going to be broken for the veteran driver. And he was 52 points behind. It ain't going to be that much exiting this one. We might be looking at our champion, Nicholas Samedeo, wins the Harrah's High Roller 400K here at Las Vegas. And that's his first career Napa Truck Series win. And with that, he has put himself in this battle for the championship in Season 4 of the Napa Truck Series.
He's finally thrown the monkey off his shoulder, and that's the greatest thing for him right now. And I think that's really great for him because, as you said, he's ran every single Napa Truck Series event from Season 1 to now, has had no success in it for win-wise. Now, finally throws that monkey off his shoulder. This is now going to be high road to him from here on out.
So the number 27, Nicholas Samedeo, it might be one of his best seasons ever because he's never won a Napa Fan Championship either, but he is now in position. Not entirely sure how the points are going to play out after this one, but of course you guys will see them at the end of this video. Nicholas Samedeo, Patrick Smith, they were both dominant guys throughout this race. Jonathan Rains poking in there for a 3rd place finish. Pole sitter Marty Johnson, Tristan Allen, John Sheets, Nicholas Wade, Al Legacy, Matt Dalio, and Ryan Kendall, the top 10. Take a look at the rest of the results, and Alex Bonsignore did not get a good run in that number 18. Not at all what you want this late in the season. Alexander Rowe, 22nd. Cookie Helms, 13th. And I believe, oh boy, I don't think Cookie Helms is going to take the point seat away from Alex Bonsignore. 31 minus 13 is, if I can do my math correctly here, oh, he is. Cookie Helms is the new points leader, guarantee it. They're 18 positions away from each other. That means Cookie Helms is going to be the points leader by 1 point exiting today's event. So you were right, Alex. They were going to close in the points, and they definitely did. And Cookie Helms is now in the position to do the best here. Nicholas Samedeo put himself in contention, but Helms is still out ahead, and so is Bonsignore. They're both still out ahead of Samedeo by quite a bit. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in these next 3 races. We go to Talladega next week. That's going to be crazy. And then we go to Phoenix and Homestead, and that's it. So time's running out. San Mateo has a chance, but so does Helms and Bonsignore. And if Bonsignore and Helms get a good run at Talladega, they might solidify themselves as the ultimate championship contenders here in the Napa Truck Series. So what do you think? How's it going to play out in these last 3 races?
It's definitely going to play out a big treat. Now that myself and Cookie Helms are fighting for a championship, both of us are really going to start going at each other a little in the sense of, we're going to try and become the 2 biggest rival competitors out there to try and go for points leading. So coming into these last few races, it's all about finishing positions at this point. If we can't pick up the win, it's all about finishing ahead of each other. If not, then that's really going to mess up our chances of who's going to get the championship.
And that's the beauty of this type of championship format. It's all about consistency, and you get a good run, you're going to be benefited in the championship. So Nicholas San Mateo, he won, and under the old playoff system that we actually ran last year, he'd probably be in the Final 4. But not the case. You still got to work hard for that championship, and that's what I love about what we do here on all these series on Napa Fan Now. It's all about consistency, and you got to work hard all season long. No free passes, no free rides, and Nicholas San Mateo earned this win here at Las Vegas in that number 27 truck. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching from Las Vegas. Next week's Talladega, then Phoenix is the Tuesday after that. And then Friday, December 22nd, the NRLOA Podcast 250, the finale race in season number 4 of the Napa Truck Series. On behalf of Alex Bonsignore, thank you guys very much for watching. Congratulations to Nicholas San Mateo, and here are the point standings for the Napa Truck Series season number 4. I will see you guys later.